Welcome to Growing Chatham, North Carolina Cooperative Extension Chatham County Center's video podcast for January 2022. I am Tiffany Hancock. We have webinars coming up this month that I'd like to share with you from our extension agents. Ginger Cunningham, County Extension Director and Extension Agent for Youth Development and Forestry, would like to share two forestry webinars that are coming up this month. The first webinar is Woodland Stewards, Seeing the Forest for the Trees, an overview of forestry taxes. That's coming up January 18th at 1 p.m. The next webinar is Woodland Stewards, Basics of Timber Bases, Resetting the Table, coming up January 25th, 2022 at 1 p.m. You must register for these workshops by visiting go.ncsu.edu/growingchatham122. Scroll down to the forestry section of the Growing Chatham newsletter, where you can access the links to the registrations. Christina Brett, Livestock, Equine, Field Crops, and Forages Agent, would like to share an introduction to meat rabbit production webinar. This webinar will last throughout January. The dates for this webinar are January 13th, January 20th, and January 27th. You must register for this workshop, and you can find the link in the Growing Chatham newsletter by visiting go.ncsu.edu/growingchatham122. Agriculture, Commercial Ornamental, and Consumer Horticulture Extension Agent Matt Jones would like to share the new Therapeutic Horticulture course that starts January 10th, 2022. Now let's take a sneak peek at this introduction video about this course.
Our program is blessed in that we are strong and able to provide services for a broad and diverse population group. We've been contacted over the years by master gardeners who wish to set up new TH programs in their counties. This number of contacts has greatly increased lately. Historically, we have only been able to provide resources related to our policy, procedure, and activities. We've not had a reliable, accessible reference to make for these master gardeners to be able to learn about the history, theory, and basis for what these programs are all about. But that has now changed.
We have seen over the last decade at the Botanical Garden that there has been a growing interest in this training for using plants and nature to heal. In particular, over the last 6 months, we have seen an upswell of a desire and an interest in learning how to bring this unique technique to others. In developing this class, we had 3 main target groups. Our first group is master gardeners. We know from experience and records that master gardeners have been hugely involved with bringing gardening to various groups. In particular, after World War II, master gardeners were the first group who brought gardening in a therapeutic context to returning World War II veterans. So we know there's a huge potential with this group, and we wanted to tap into that potential through this class. The second target group is allied health professionals who are interested. They already have a license in a different allied health profession, but they want to incorporate therapeutic horticulture into their existing practices. The third target group that we're interested in is people who are just exploring. They've heard about the field, they don't know much about it, and they're interested in learning more. The first barrier for master gardeners and for others is that the trainings that are available are geared toward people who want professional registration in the field. The second barrier for allied health professionals is that they already have a license and they're not necessarily looking to go through another licensure procedure for registration in a different allied health field. The third barrier for people who are just interested in is they do not want to make a commitment to a program that leads toward professional registration, but they want to explore this and other avenues of nature-based therapies. A barrier with all these groups could be costs that may be prohibitive, a need to travel, which may not be advisable, and a commitment over a long period of time.
We overcame these barriers using a number of different strategies, and the first was by building our team. The North Carolina Botanical Garden brought content expertise. We have 45 years of experience delivering therapeutic horticulture service and education programs. Our registered horticultural therapist had already taught a class face-to-face similar to what we're offering online. NC State Extension brought a learning management system, instructional design, and instructor and funding. And together we both brought evaluation expertise as well as a wide audience that was already interested in the topic.
As Joanna mentioned, our excellent team has the following members:
Registered horticulture therapist, evaluation specialist, director of education in CBG, instructional designer, certified online education instructor, consumer horticulture specialist, visiting scholar.
While building this course, we adapted the ADDIE model and the iterative design principle. We started from the analysis of our targeted audience and similar courses offered previously. Based on that, we came up with several design prototypes and instructors. We selected the best prototype instructor for our course development process, and the actual course development process took us a few months as we iteratively improve our course structure and contents based on the feedbacks from different parties. Then after the final review, we released the course on our learning management system, and a pilot group of students took the course. And the last step of building this course was evaluation, which consists of multiple steps designed to collect the data and feedbacks from students that we could use to further perfect the course. By adopting the ADDIE model and the iterative design principle, we built this course in a dynamic and flexible way.
Something great about online classes is that they are attainable. You can take them from anywhere, no travel required. So long as you have a computer or tablet and access to the internet, you can take this class. That's become even more so the case, as people in more rural areas have access to public Wi-Fi, or they can use their mobile phone as a hotspot. This course is asynchronous, which means that there's no specific time that you have to sit down for the class, and students have access to the materials for reference for an additional 6 months after the course ends. We have worked hard to make the online therapeutic horticulture course accessible and affordable to all who are interested. All of the audio and video material is ADA compliant, and we offer nationwide discounts to Extension Master Gardener volunteers, among others. Finally, this course is engaging. We overcome content difficulty by combining theory with a number of collective discussions and hands-on activities. The combination of forums and live sessions ensures that despite being asynchronous, each student receives a wealth of student-to-student and student-to-instructor interaction, as if they were in a real face-to-face classroom.
We built the course in 5 modules, each of which contains exciting interactive elements, videos, readings, forums, and many more components. We used many strategies to market the program. We posted things on our website, we used social media, we used newsletters, we did articles and presentations. We engaged our partners, like you guys, to ask you to help us in getting the word out. and we've specifically marketed to individuals as well as to organizations. If you would like more information on the course or to enroll, see our website or contact one of the course instructors.
I'm Tiffany Hancock. Thank you for joining me this month for the Growing Chatham Video Podcast. I'll be back next month with more news and webinars to share with you. Until then, have a great month.